Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
Hey guys, we're here for a new episode of the show that is yet to be named. We're talking best animated sitcoms from the 2000s in our decade by decade. That we're doing animated sitcoms now. We did sitcoms before. You go look at those. It's on a playlist somewhere. I'm here with Johnny Donuts 777. You can check him out everywhere at Johnny Donuts 777. And I'm also here with Puttyman. You can check him everywhere at Gamer Potheads. And I'm just reducing plug time.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
Rules. We were kind of loose for this one, but first 3 seasons have to be in the decade. Last 4 seasons can't be an anime, and it can't be like a children-esque superhero show. So like there will allow some things, but like you can't have Batman the animated series, or that will be on
Adventures of Superman.
Teen Titans. Be on another list coming. So we'll 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Putty, you're at the bottom. You go first.
All right. So the number 5 was the one I was going to say. If you guys know this show, then we were destined to be friends, even though you said it, whatever. Anyway, number 5 for me is the Oblongs.
Not
yes, I remember. It's an honorable mention for me.
My God, it's such a great show.
It was
Will Ferrell, wasn't it?
I have to freaking delete it.
Yeah, it's Will Ferrell. Yep.
Yeah,
it's a good show. JD.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
That's my honorable mentions.
You guys are just ruining my honorable mentions at this point. I have a tie. I capsed. I have Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Venture Brothers or Bros. Venture Bros.
Venture Brothers is on my honorable mentions.
Superhero show, kind of.
Yeah, it is in a way. Modern take on Johnny Quest, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look at it that way.
P. Parky.
Oh, me again? Okay. Mine is my number 4 is Drawn Together.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Once again, destroying my honorable mentions.
My number 4 is Mission Hill.
Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, I forgot about that one.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, the theme song was done by Cake, Italian Leather Sofa.
Oh
cake.
No!
Oh, I like me some cake. All right, am I on 3?
4.
No, I'm on 4. Well, I had to get this in here. I've seen this at least 357 times. It's Clerks, the animated series.
That's funny. Okay.
My number 3 is.
Well, how did it go to you?
See, you pulled
I just got too excited. I got too excited. Sorry.
My number 3 is Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay. My number 3 is Capsed. It was a show. It's 2 shows that I watched together, which were Undergrads and Clone High.
Makes sense. Yep.
And since I don't have any honorable mentions left, okay, my number 3 is Family Guy.
Okay. Number 2 is Robot Chicken.
My number 2 is Clerks, the animated series. Once again, just like Campo, I watched it who knows how many times, over and over. All I got to ask is, why are we walking like this?
Yeah, right.
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
My number 2 is
it safe?
Is it safe? Isn't that Brian Posehn, or what's his name?
Brian Posehn, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, my number 2 is Futurama.
Okay. I guess we go number 1 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
My number 1 is Clerks, the animated series.
Yeah, I could have seen that coming.
Yeah, we saw that coming. My number 1 is Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I'm so proud.
Shut your mouth. My number 1 is in the right decade, and it's South Park. Okay.
The best seasons were in the 2000s. I'll give you that for sure.
Yeah, no, season 7, Mr. Jefferson.
Yeah. No.
I'm a little boy forever.
Now, here's the thing. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I because of Clerks and Robot Chicken, see, the thing is, I couldn't decide between Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but literally, from some friends of mine, if you go look, my first video I ever put on YouTube, I actually had, we for our production companies at the end of the show, we would have like our favorite catchphrases. They used the Family Guy line. I used the part where Meatwad says, "And where's my whiskey? I want to get tore up." And the thing is, is there's so many quotable lines I use. Me and my friends, we used to call each other, and I was Meatwad. My friend would pick on me, so he would end up being Master Shake. It was just a blending thing. So I actually saw the movie in theaters, and there was like 3 other people in the theater with me, and it was like it was dead in there. But I
don't even think we got
it.
the movie in theaters in Canada. No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, we did,
also, there's a new movie coming out, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, there is.
Aqua
There
Teen?
is a new. Yes.
Yeah, where have you been? Don't you spend all day on the internet? Like, what the hell?
Well, no, I literally like watch Adult Swim, the actual website, and then just go to the 24/7 Aqua Teen Hunger Force and just let it
My
play.
question is though, out of your group of friends, then who was Hand Banana?
Okay, there was no hand banana. There was just 4 of us. So what it was, my friend Ross, he was Carl, and then actually the other friend we had was actually my friend Neil's girlfriend. My friend Neil, he was the one that played a Shake. She was Frylock because she always had to like control us. You know what I mean? So we said you're Frylock. She's like, why do I have to be Frylock? I go,
Hand Banana.
yeah, because I'm clearly Meatwad. Come on now. And they're like, yeah, you're Meatwad.
Hand Banana. You, me, tonight.
Night. Look at that! Like I love how they Ham Banana go cringe and go, oh, I can't believe you messing with Ham Banana.
That was a good show. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like that was one of like I watched that religiously every time it came on. I was always waiting for that next season to come out. That was probably the most iconic of the 2000s. That wasn't big budget productions, i.e., South Park, Futurama, Simpsons. That was probably my favorite out of all those. Like it is my number one. It's my favorite out of all those shows. It was hard though to kind of split up undergrads and Clone High.
See, that's how I felt about the Robot Chicken and the Clerks. I wanted to put all 3 at number 1. And the thing is Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen Hunger Force came around that same time, but Aqua Teen came before that. You know what I mean? And see what was big about Aqua Teen was that it was one of those shows that, like I said before, it spanned off of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, but it did so much better. You know what I mean? And there were so many things. Like, for example, if it wasn't for that show, I wouldn't have met or known who MC Chris was, aka MC P Pants. You know what I mean? I want candy. Blah, blah, blah. I know exactly. No, that wasn't Scoy D.
You gave us a whole speech last time about the movies that you had, the shows that you had on it, and then you didn't even have the Brack show.
It's in my honorable mentions. Brack shows in my honorable mentions. American Dad and the Boondocks are my honorable mentions that weren't listed, aside from Venture Brothers and the other. You know, so
I have a couple.
Was Boondocks a sitcom or was Boondocks more of a?
It's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll allow
it.
Because I was thinking about Afro Samurai, but Afro Samurai is definitely
that's a straight anime.
Yeah, that's more anime.
Boondocks is like an American show that just happens to look like the way that it looks, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't sure about that, but that was definitely that was on my honorable mentions. What else? Where are we gonna go from here then?
Well, that's the list. So okay, I have some honorable mentions. You want to read your thing again? Read your thing again.
Okay. So for me was Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Mission Hill. Number 3 was a tie between Undergrads and Clone High. Number 2 was Clerks, and number 1 was Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Putty.
Okay, mine was number 5, The Oblongs. Number 4, Drawn Together. Number 3, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Number 2, Robot Chicken, and number 1, Clerks the Anime Series.
And for me, I had Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Venture Bros Caps at 5. Then I have Clerks the Animated Series, Family Guy, Futurama, and South Park. Okay, so I have a couple. Do you guys have any more at all? Honorable mentions?
I got quite a few.
No, that was it for me.
Okay, so here I got one. Drawn Together.
Oh, that was right.
That was on his list. Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah. That was my number 4.
I didn't even hear you say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. I erased it off my list. I forgot to erase it off my list. So you said Clone High.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what JD said.
Boondocks. C-Lab 2021.
Oh my god, I love.
I was going to say that's part of that whole Adult Swim type of early 2000s.
Well, I had Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
Metalopocalypse or
Metalopocalypse.
Metalopocalypse, whatever it was called.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Frisky Dango. Do you remember Frisky Dango?
That was again another Adult Swim lineup. Adult Swim.
Here's another one.
Everyone involved with that went on to make Archer and all of those shows.
Yeah,
like that. The animation was the same style, and it was like.
Oh well, yeah.
Okay, then we'd be amiss not to mention the Squidbillies. Then
Squidbillies, I was gonna say. So okay.
Wait, but isn't that more 2010s?
No,
it isn't.
That's mid 2000s.
Yeah, it's around the same time
around Aqua Teen.
It was around Home Movies, And
No, I remember that, but I'm pretty sure because now if it's so, I'm gonna have to change things on my next list. Because I was pretty sure because I looked it up and it's Squidbillies is like later 2000s. I'm pretty sure, but you played it in the 2010s then.
Okay.
Who cares?
I got
Squidbillies.
Stripperella on my list too.
Stripperella.
I didn't know if that counted though because I didn't know if we're counting like the more like fighting.
I don't know. That's why it's an honorable mention. Not on my list.
Anything that is for adults and it's not like a primarily focused children's cartoon, I will accept.
It was Stan Lee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking part about it too. Stan
And
Lee
Pamela
created
Anderson.
Yeah, Stripperella.
Coming off the heat of VIP.
Okay,
that
well,
was
I'm kind of mad now, but
Yeah,
at least
that's
Squidbillies
amazing.
the honor mentions on here because I put that on
anybody
my list.
remember Tripping the Rift?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good call.
Tripping the Rift with Stephen Root, and I think what was the girl's name? It's gonna bother me now. She was a pretty high profile. Oh, Jenny McCarthy, wasn't it? She played 6 of 9.
Yeah, it was.
Right? Yeah. So Tripping the Rift, that was like a lot of these shows were like one season and like 13 episodes, and that's it. Like show we got in Canada, it doesn't really count because it was half animated, half live action. Campo, do you remember Student Bodies?
Yes, I do. And I think we talked about this on a show. There's Student Bodies and Breaker High.
High. Student Bodies had that
like
animated
thing going on.
It had that animated. So that's why it's an honorable mention, but not really part of that.
It's in the same vein type as like Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, but much better.
Yeah, it was way better.
It was much better. Radioactive.
Wasn't that a show?
Yes, on YTV.
Yeah, this is going over my head. I have no idea.
That show was great.
Radioactive.
Radioactive? Holy crap. You blew my mind. Hold on. We got to stop. Everybody stop.
It was a Canadian show. It's a Canadian show that aired on YTV.
Okay, but
That's
listen.
why. Okay.
You had Breaker High with Tyler Labine and Ryan Gosling. And then Student Bodies kicked in. And then as Breaker High went off the air, they replaced it with Radioactive. And Radioactive was so good. I didn't even remember that show until you just said it.
Yep, Radioactive.
And the girl was so hot. I had such a crush on her as a kid. There was 2 girls, but there was like a punk girl.
Yes, the punk girl, the emo girl.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that.
Cute one. Yeah. But yeah, no, Radioactive. For all of our American friends watching, go look up Radioactive. It's such a great show. It's like a silly, like I guess
they run a radio show on.
Yeah, but it's a teen.
You know what's
teen
funny?
Drama, teen comedy.
So there was the crazy guy that was like had the spiky hair that was like a skater punk, and his name was like George. And then he ended up getting put onto like a spin-off show where he was like
Fries with that.
And he was the only person that was from on it. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. We're throwing some deep Canadian cuts in here.
This is the equivalent of like Keenan and Kel. Those Nickelodeon shows at that.
Or the Adventures of Pete and Pete, maybe.
Yeah. Listen, can I just say something? I have recently rediscovered that, and Pete and Pete has the greatest intro song in the history of sitcoms.
And that's Jimmy from GTA 5.
Yeah. That's so good. Yeah. That's such a good intro. I recommend listening to it. Just search Pete and Pete intro song.
It's funny how lately our podcasts are like always go on.
But that's what it should be. That's what it should be.
Natural conversations, nothing scripted here.
Of course.
Yeah, but sorry, I had to bring up Student Bodies and because it's Canadian. And I'd be amiss because I didn't mention it in my last list. I'd be amiss if I didn't mention King of the Hill. Because I didn't mention it in my last list.
Should have.
Yes.
King of the Hill was like my number 2.
Yeah. And I completely missed it.
If you haven't seen that video, I definitely won't link to it. Just go look for it.
It's go on my channel. I have the playlist with all my appearances on RLG.
Well, yeah,
or just go on mine. It says,
I have a playlist where I literally
decade by decade.
I literally have a playlist that has every single podcast we've.
You know what's surprising? Can we just we're just gonna delve into wherever we want at this point. I was poking around in Putty's playlist of like podcasts he's been on, And like
that's a lot of P alliterations.
It's like my intro now when I cover for my brother during the streams is it's your old man Putty Pal here. And but I was going through his playlist and I found like our first like 7 podcasts that we ever did when we used to do podcasts on the original channel, and they are hilarious. And I sound like I'm whispering into the mic. I'm like, hey guys, so Putty, how do you feel about that?
It's like NPR radio.
It's like you just change, like you get like you learn how to do things better, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're pretty funny. Like the early ones, especially the ones with me, you, and my brother, are just the one with me, you, and Blair is ridiculous. It's about James Bond and like something else. James Bond list coming soon.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
We're definitely going to do we got to rank the James Bond films.
I think we might have to split it into 2 lists. Yeah. Maybe we should just tier list it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Except Putty doesn't get to play.
No.
Okay.
Deadpool, okay, you could be, but Deadpool can't be in the S class.
Damn it.
Bond pool.
Deadpool versus James Bond.
So
are we done yet? I don't know.
No, we're gonna keep going. Putty, tell us about Clerks, the animated series.
It's Clerks, the animated series. It's more. I will say it does have a diluted feel based on the adult humor of Clerks and Mallrats chasing Amy, but they just knew what they're doing. But unfortunately, the problem is it was one of those series that I guess maybe a lot of people didn't watch, so it only got 1 season. And actually, it got 1 season, and there was 1 episode that's missing. They literally put it on the DVD. You have to actually own the DVD to see it, or
didn't they only air like 3 episodes or something before they canceled?
It's like 4 or 5, I thought, and then like the 6th episode was the one that's on the DVD that you only get, and it's like
and they're all out of sequence. The ones when they aired them, yeah.
And so they did definitely. And see, the thing is I'm forgetting his name. The guy that runs that runs the town. Leonardo. Yes, thank you.
Alec Baldwin.
I had a brain for it. But
is it Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, it is.
How did I not notice that? I've watched that. I've actually watched the entire
How do you
series.
not notice it by the voice? Listen to the way he talks. You can actually
I just so immersed in the experience, Putty.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. I got
you. But yeah, that's Alec Baldwin. It's like even back then, like Kevin Smith always had that knack for finding that A-list celebrity to pop up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy too that he did that a lot.
Well, see, like for example, if you notice, they had to because they had to change it because it was on ABC. A lot of people don't realize it was on ABC, which is a really family oriented
it's
network.
owned by Disney.
Exactly. And so the thing is, like for example, James and Bob, they couldn't sell drugs, so they sold fireworks. So great because they would literally just they would randomly just come in and they would be like doing the most absurd thing. And I love when they brought the monkey.
Anybody want to buy some illegal fireworks?
Yo, listen. Ready? You know that girl that you like? She's over there making out with like 50 guys. Where'd you get that monkey? It's Bubbles. You know the monkey that we stole? He just escaped the other monkeys from the cell. Now there's a stampede.
Why are you stealing monkeys? To teach it to smoke. Duh.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. You remember that monkey we stole?
What's wrong with him? Nicotine fit. What's wrong with him? Nicotine fit.
And then the memory episode, which literally was like the 2nd episode. They were just remember.
That's what's so genius about it. It was like remember the time, and it's like we're only in episode 2.
Just happened.
Why are we walking?
That just
like this?
happened.
The whole door thing will get in line.
Another burn ward.
First they get locked in the freezer, and then don't they get locked in something else?
The hockey rink.
Yeah.
No.
It was
they get locked in the movie store first.
No, it's the freezer because they go, man, it's cold, like Hoth. And then Jay and Silent Bob, man, it's Hoth cold. We already made that Star Wars reference. We've already quick, they're stealing all our air.
Oh yeah.
It's such a good show. It was just misunderstood. And it was not for mainstream. If you put that show on Cartoon Network right now, you would have had 10 seasons by now.
Well, that's kind of like with Drawn Together in the Oblongs. And see, Comedy Central, they put it on Comedy Central. They could have gone way far. Like they could have done the drug references, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they missed their mark of putting it on ABC. That was the worst choice in the world, honestly. But
the Honorable Judge Reinhold presiding.
And Charles Barkley.
Oh, the Charles Barkley, yeah.
Yeah. Charles Barkley.
And they got Charles Barkley to voice Charles Barkley. and it was just a complete riff on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he knew it. Charles Barkley, off topic here. Charles Barkley had the best line ever once. I was watching an NBA playoff game years ago. He was commentating, and I forgot who the player was, but he was having a really bad game, and he's sitting on the bench and he's drinking Gatorade. Barkley goes, "Have you ever noticed Gatorade doesn't work on players who suck?"
No, he said that. He says a lot of stupid shit.
I'm like,
terrible.
Did he just
Terrible, just terrible.
That is terrible.
Terrible. Now, I do want to bring, because we brought it before, and you guys had an honorable mention. I was the only one that, and John, you didn't realize I said it, but they're Drawn Together. I think a lot of people don't realize what that show was, but imagine them taking old cartoon characters, redesigning them to be more obscene, and then putting them into a reality show where they're stuck in a building.
They had the Betty Boop type character. They had the Superman type character.
Link from Zelda, but he was really feminine and gay. There was the princess character. There was the Foxy, which was from like the Pussycat.
Josie and the Pussycats, yeah,
exactly. And then they had the one that was just like SpongeBob, which was I can't think of his name. But anyway,
it was a very smart show. I own the DVDs. I still own the DVDs.
Yeah, those are wonderful.
I think Drawn Together is a really good show. I watched. I think isn't it only 3 seasons?
It might be. I think
there was 3. I don't think 1 aired, but I think there were.
Okay, but there was 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the one that gets even like less credit, and I think there's only 1 season, is Clone High.
Yes, fantastic show. Great voice actors. The air
so prematurely.
Yeah, same thing with Undergrads, and Mission Hill was only 13 episodes, and it took 4 years to air all 13 episodes.
And John, you said you'd never seen the Oblongs, right?
I've seen the Oblongs.
Oh, okay.
I like the Oblongs. I was on my honorable mentions. You guys named the only ones I had were C Lab 2021, Metalocalypse, and Frisky Dango, because you guys named all the other ones.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The one I'm upset is Metalocalypse that
I know, right?
You want to know something? I never knew this. Okay, I like this is like real facts. The guy who looks like Jack Black, I thought the whole time it was Jack Black doing the voice because it sounds just like Jack Black, but it's not. I was convinced. I remember it like it's like a Mandela effect. I remember it being Jack Black, and I was like, it looks like him and it sounds like him. Why wouldn't it be?
But
Jack
it wasn't,
Black? And it wasn't. Yeah. Shout out to Jack Black.
Jack Black.
I don't have anything else. You guys have anything else?
I'm on my list.
Squidbillies, I just put back in honor mentions because I thought it was a 2010 show.
I don't care where it is. It's in the honorable mention, so it's not.
Squidbillies, good show. Go watch it.
Squidbillies is good. There's a few good ones from that decade. It's a very raw time. I think most of the shows of this generation look like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where it was very like
they were all that
as cheap as possible to make it. Adult Swim led the way for this because other than Adult Swim, all you had was Family Guy, Futurama, and South Park.
Yeah, and they were showing that kind of stuff on there, and then what happened was they started picking up their own shows outside, because like Aqua Teen, and of course I think the reason Aqua Teen existed is because of Hanna-Barbera and the whole you doing the Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and then
that's the whole Harvey Birdman thing, right?
Exactly,
where Fred Flintstone's on trial, kind of thing.
Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law is very good.
I agree.
So is C Lab 2021.
Yes, all that era of Adult Swim.
It's really weird. It's like they took old cartoons but then repurposed them. Is that actually what they did?
Yeah, it's basically not cartoons but old characters, because Harvey Birdman is a Hanna-Barbera character. He was.
But if you actually look back, and actually when I was big in Aqua Teen, I noticed this. There are a lot of they actually did take stills from the old cartoons and then put them in there. So, for example, if you remember, there were episodes of both Aqua Teen and Space Ghost where they had that shark that was land shark that was just standing up. It literally was in old cartoons where it's just a still, but it was actually animating the old cartoons, but then they just took that one still and then slid it into the cartoon. And it was just moments like that were hilarious, where like they were just taking old cartoons and sliding the characters in and then using the animation all over again.
I think they did the same thing with the Fred Flintstone scenes.
Exactly. Yep. And that's why I loved it. And
Magilla Gorilla.
Oh my God. Magilla Gorilla gets so great. Oh my God. But yeah.
Anyways, okay, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know what your favorite one from the 2000s is in the comments, and we'll be back with the 2010s.